In today's video, we're going to jump in the car and do another driving tour, this time of Oak Ridge, Tennessee. Let's get started. We are entering Oak Ridge here. We are on Illinois Avenue at the intersection of Illinois and Lafayette. Oak Ridge is kind of a unique town because it's really spread out. Oak Ridge was originally built as a military base back in the Manhattan Project. So when you drive through it, when you're in Oak Ridge and you look at it, it has a very unique feel to it because there isn't a downtown center. There isn't those types of things because it was originally built, as I said, as a military base. And you can still see in some parts of town the original guardhouses and stuff there that were on the road. So I'm going to do my best in this video to show you all around, give you just a feel for what Oak Ridge looks like, you know, what it's like to drive through town, what kind of traffic you're going to see. I mean, it's about 2 o'clock on a Tuesday to give you an idea. You can see the mountains there. Those are the Cumberland Mountains. You get a really nice view of the Cumberlands over here. And Oak Ridge is one of those towns that just has everything that you need on a daily basis is here. We're about 20 minutes outside of West Knoxville or so. And then everything down through here on the right, I hope you can see those Dos Pros and Great Clips and different restaurants. Panda Express, there's a Mattress Firm, dentist offices, Subways. There's a Red Lobster up here, a Chick-fil-A, which everybody's got to have a Chick-fil-A. Small mall back here, you've got TJ Maxx, Belk, JCPenney's, Dick's Sporting Goods, Rack Room Shoes, Old Navy. And I will say this about Oak Ridge, has a really small community feel to it. It is one of the most educated. There's more doctoral degrees in Oak Ridge per capita than anywhere in the country, or there used to be. All setting, like I said, 20 minutes out of West Knoxville or so, which is great if you want to get over to Turkey Creek and all the things that are over there. I'll go out and show you like where the guard shacks are. I'll show you a couple of subdivisions and then we'll drive right back into town and give you a good feel for the rest of Oak Ridge. Urgent care right here, Chase Bank. That's Aura, O-R-A-U, and Southern Illinois is right there, intersection. To look at that on a map, you can see there a sign, the Manhattan Project Visitor Center. Not only is Oak Ridge have a unique history in the past as it relates to high-level research, but it's also the home to Oak Ridge National Laboratories, Y-12 Security Complex. There is a lot of research that goes on. First fusion reactor in the country is going to be here. So we're going to turn left here on Oak Ridge Turnpike, show you a little bit of subdivision areas down this way, as well as kind of where the guard shack is here. So we're going to hang a left and go down and look at a little bit of this part of Oak Ridge. So as we continue on down the turnpike here, Boys and Girls Clubs over here on the right. Like I said, it's very spread out. You lose that feeling of things being compacted, which most people really like about Oak Ridge. Oak Ridge has some of the best schools in the state of Tennessee. It's almost always one of the top 3 school systems in the state of Tennessee. So if that's important to you, then the Oak Ridge school system may be something you want to consider if you're looking to move here to East Tennessee. There's a lot of residential that's back beyond where we are right now. It's easy to get around here, so we'll just continue on down the turnpike for a minute. What you see right here coming up are the guardhouses. So back in the Manhattan Project, was the entrance right here to the military base. That's still there. They've got a lot of historical markers up and things like that that you can read and look at here. Really cool place in my opinion. I'll turn right here just past the guardhouse, kind of give you an idea of just a little bit of the housing types of options. And we're going to look at lots of different housing, but there's nice homes located all around in almost every type of home. Very affordable homes, smaller homes, much larger executive homes, all here in this Oak Ridge area. One of the good things about Oak Ridge is you can find subdivisions like this where you have mature trees. I know a lot of you guys that are looking at homes and moving to East Tennessee want to be around the greenery and the trees and have big lots and some space. So it's easier to find that a lot of times in Oak Ridge more than it is in Knoxville, especially in West, is on a little bit smaller properties. So as I said, it's just one example, but this is not an unusual look for Oak Ridge. As far as the tree-lined streets, it's hilly over here. That's also not unusual. We're going to go back to the east here, back up Highway 95 Oak Ridge Turnpike and go back into Oak Ridge and let me show you more of the town and some other areas. You want to stick around to the end of this video because Oak Ridge has a lot of different diverse areas that you're going to want to see. It's very different depending on where you're at in Oak Ridge. You need to make sure to see the parks area over here, the water. There's some really cool areas that I'm going to be showing you soon. So we'll get on back here into Oak Ridge and continue the tour. Okay, we are back where we turn left onto the Turnpike and Illinois Avenue. What we're going to do is continue on straight, continue on to the west, and just kind of drive from this side to the other side of Oak Ridge. Culver's over here on the left. A lot of people like Culver's. You've got a large park up here on the right. Lots of outdoor areas in Oak Ridge, just like you have over in Knoxville. So lots of space to get outside, to walk, to enjoy yourself, to do anything that you want to do outside like that. So a really nice large park as well. Oak Ridge High School here on the left that we're just passing. The Oak Ridge Civic Centers here on the right. Public libraries there on the right. Turn right here, up here, there is on the left a Home Depot and some things like that. I'm not going to take you out the side road, but suffice to say, all the things like that you would need are here. Obviously, there's Walmarts and plenty of grocery stores and those types of things. We're also going to be going by the hospital. Oak Ridge does have its own Methodist University hospital up here on the left. Really nice. Starbucks over on the right. Walgreens. I mean, just Ulta. You can see there everything that you would normally need on a daily basis is just right here. And you can see it feels very much like a small town. It's almost like living in a suburb of Knoxville. And we do have clients who choose to live over here because they like the housing options that they have. They like the small town feel of it, but then have easy access to West Knoxville also. You see Methodist Medical Center here now on the left. A large hospital. Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance also has physical therapy and has offices over here as well. Oak Ridge has a lot of medical without having to go into Knoxville. Got a Jeep dealership over here on the right. One thing you're not seeing is a downtown area. There is not a downtown area for me to show you because this was a military base. So they don't have a courthouse. They don't have a downtown area. It's something that they've talked about different ways of creating some type of central area. And maybe one day they do that. I don't know. And it has a different feel when you're over here. And my experience has been the people who really like Oak Ridge, they love the feel of it. And then I also have people who will look at it and they'll say, I don't know why. It has everything we would need, but we just don't like the feel of it. And I really believe that's because of its lack of downtown area. And it has just a different feel. And that's one of the reasons you just have to come visit, because without doing that, it's virtually impossible to get a decent feel. I mean, this video would have to be an hour long just to give you a decent feel for what Oak Ridge looks like just driving around. So we're going to just continue on here now and take you over and show you some of the parks and water. There's a gun range over there, indoor range. That's always nice. You can see how long we've driven and how spread out everything is here. I mean, it's a very spread out area, town. See a lot of companies like that are feeder companies. I call them off of the government entities that are here, support companies, whatever you'd want to call them. And then we're going to turn right here. You see rowing. This is going to take us out to Melton Hill Lake. It's a really nice body of water where Calhoun's restaurant is there on the water. And then there's a park all the way down the water. It's a highly used park. Lots of people love to get out, and I can understand why, and bike and walk and hang out. Beautiful views. There's a lot of paved, maintained trails, which is fantastic. All right, so we're going to turn right here. See Department of Energy there. The whole area is focused around research. Lots and lots of technology. Supercomputers over here. This is Calhoun's. It's here on Melton Hill Lake. This is a local chain. I'm just bringing you in here really to show you more the water. This is the beginning also of this park. You can see there where the walking trails come through. You can see the water. I'll pull up here and give you a feel for that. You can see out there the folks on the water. You can see down Melton Hill right there. You can see some docking areas for people to come by boat. We like to do that here in East Tennessee. We love to go to dinner. We love to go different areas by boat. It's an area that you can, a place you can do that in. And here in Oak Ridge is no different. You can come over here by boat as well. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to go back out and continue up, and let me show you the park that runs along the water here. You can see right here where I'm pulling out, you've got paved biking and walking and running trails that run right along the road here. Those continue down to the left and they continue on to the right. You've got the water. On the the right, you have residential housing, and then there's a golf course. It's called the Palisades. See all the way down the water there on the left, you've got the paved trails. I'm surprised actually we're not seeing people biking while we're out here, because normally I always see somebody. This is one of the best rowing bodies of water in the nation. The University of Tennessee has a collegiate tournament over here, rowing tournament, and then we've had the U.S. Olympic trials and everything else up this body of water. It's one of the best bodies of water, and I don't know what makes a body of water great for rowing, but this is one of the best, if not the best, in the country for rowing. So we have a lot of rowing events here, and there's places over here to picnic, hang out there on the water. I'm going to go and turn in here at the park, kind of just give you a real quick little feel for what the park is like. They've got playgrounds, volleyball courts. Here we've got kayaks, paddleboard, bicycle rentals right here. Oak Ridge Rowing Association is right here. Like I said, it's an area that's big on rowing and outdoor activities. I'm going to take you over where you can get a little bit of feel for the water. Right there in the distance, you can see the pavilion, the blue top pavilion. Beyond that, to the left of that is playgrounds and stuff for the kids, sand volleyball. Go back out here and we'll look at another subdivision that's right up here on the right, just to give you a different feel. This is a newer, more executive style subdivision, 25-year-old. The thing about housing here in Oak Ridge is simply that there's a lot of varieties of that. You can see restaurants, hotels, shopping up here and to the right. So a lot of the rowing is over here on the left. This area here is where they will put in and stage before they go out onto the main body of water over to the left. Outdoor workout all along here. You can see more park over to the left. Really nicely maintained area. A lot of times, especially on the weekends, you'll see people out in the grass. The rowing tower here on the left. Just a cool area. Very different than the other side of Oak Ridge as far as just how it feels. Place you can come over, spend a lot of time outdoors, be near the water, which is always a nice thing to do. A lot of people do choose to live over in this area for that reason, so that they're close to all these activities that are over here. Just take a quick look at this subdivision as well. One thing about the housing here in Oak Ridge is you do get a little bit more for your money over here than you do in Knoxville as well. It's a really nice subdivision here, mostly all brick homes. Once again, mature trees, big lots. This is a little bit newer section of the subdivision, and that's easy to tell as you don't see as many larger trees. Just some decent size, but not the really, 50-year-old mature trees. So this is just one more example of housing availability here in Oak Ridge. Like I said, you do get just a little bit more for your money here, but hopefully you find this helpful. So what we're going to do now is continue on. I'm going to turn right back here on Melton Lake Drive. You can see on the left the continued paved biking and walking trail that ran the park. You still have Melton Hill Lake on your left, to the left of those trees. We just went around a square and kind of end up back close to where we started. We'll be over on Pellissippi Parkway here in just a minute. Hopefully this just gives you an overview. Like I said, I could do another video and not show you the same place, show you totally different stuff, but I wanted to at least give you some kind of a feel for this Oak Ridge area. Lots of you are asking me about it. What's the difference in feel, and maybe this will give you an idea. All water to my left, subdivision again to my right, another really nice subdivision here on the right. Rivers Run, golf course, and then we're going to turn up here on Edgemore Road. Edgemore Road comes back into Pellissippi Parkway. One of the things you're going to see on Edgemore Road is Melton Hill Lake. It also follows Edgemore, and you're going to see boat ramps. You're going to see those types of things, as well as more parks. So trees everywhere. You have the golf course there. You have the dirt lab up here on the left. We could do a whole video on that, but basically it's an off-road biking course, hiking, walking, all those kinds of good things. Like I said, all of East Tennessee is about the outdoors, and if you've had a Zoom with us, so we've told you in that Zoom, we really believe that if you're not someone who enjoys the outdoors at all, then there's probably easier, cheaper places to move to than East Tennessee. And so Hall Ridge Park, Dirt Lab Bike Park over here on the left that I was just talking about. Lots of fun things to do outside. You got another subdivision over here to the right, Park Mead, newer homes there. You got the golf course here on the right. And then down here on the left, you have more continued boat ramps and parkland. Really nice areas. So this is just one of places you can come right here, and I'll turn this way so you can see it. You can see the water there. There's places down there. You can see the fishing piers and things like that. And then here you've got Hall Ridge Park, greenways, hiking. This is the entrance to it. Parking lot is here. It is about to be the best time of year. The leaves are just starting to lose their vibrant green, and it won't be long till they'll bust out in full color, which is fantastic. It's beautiful. If you've never been to East Tennessee in the fall of the year, you really need to come. Another park over here to the left. This is Solway Park, another large park here on the water. And then down here to the left is the boat ramp. And then beyond that is where we will get back on Pellissippi Parkway. If we went to the right, we would be back where we started in Oak Ridge. We're going to go to the left because we're going to go back into Knoxville. Well, that's going to be it for the driving video of Oak Ridge, Tennessee. I hope you enjoyed it. I know that this was a really small piece of Oak Ridge that we were able to look at today, but hopefully it gave you a feel for the area. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so below. We're putting out at least 2 videos every week. If you enjoy the video, a thumbs up. Comments are always welcome. Throw those below. We'd love to discuss things with you. If you haven't set up that Zoom meeting yet, do that. It is never too early. And until next time, guys, I can't wait to see you around Knoxville soon.